So it's currently 6:30 in the morning, and I Casper woke me up at about 10 to 6, and I just got him into our bed for about 20 minutes, and then he was having a little whinge, so I decided to feed him. So he woke up last night at 2:30, so he's fed 2:30, nearly 6:30, and then we went to bed at 10 o'clock last night. So we've not had a bad night, but I'm still tired, and yesterday he didn't get up till 7. So we are just going to go and try and have another little hour, and then I'll get up because we've got nothing on today. So we might as well, like, if it was 7:30 by now, like if I'd have fed him at 7, it was 7:30, I would get up. But because it's only 6:30, then I've decided that I'm going to try and get this little guy back to sleep, and he loves sleeping in our bed, so fingers crossed we can have another hour. So this is now Casper's third feed of the day. So I have done this before I then had my breakfast. So at this point I am absolutely starving, but it is my own fault because I didn't get up early and I made me and Casper stay in bed so we could have a little bit of a lie-in. So at this point I usually tend to catch up on my phone and on emails, and I might also just shove a bit of a YouTube video on just so I am a little bit distracted and I don't just have to sort of sit and feed him and feel like I can't do anything else. So it's just my time to catch up on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook and emails. So I've just popped Casper in his little bouncer. I don't have to strap him in yet because he doesn't move. He's got his bib on, he's probably going to be sick. And then I'm just going to head into the kitchen and try and make some breakfast. So it's nearly 10 to 10, which was a bit of an accident really. So obviously, you've seen the little video this morning. He woke up at 6 o'clock and I fed him and I tried to like get him back to sleep, and he didn't really go back to sleep till like 7:30, 8 o'clock. And I don't really know why I didn't just get up. Like, the best thing to do, trust me, is to just get up and get out of bed. But I just felt quite tired, so I didn't. But it's now obviously 10 o'clock, I haven't eaten anything, I'm absolutely starving, and it kind of like knocks your routine. So I probably only do this like once or twice a week, and I just really need to get out of the habit of doing it because it's just a lot easier to just get up when they get up that first time. But I think because sort of like 10 to 6 is a bit like, wow, this is early, whereas yesterday it was 10 to 7. So obviously every day is different. So yesterday it was easy for me to get up. This morning I was like, oh no, it's not time to get up. So I'm just going to make some breakfast. So every day I just tend to have a bowl of oats just because it's the easiest thing for me to eat. I can eat it one-handed if I need to. And he is currently having a little moan. I'm also going to put the kettle on. So every day now I also have a cup of this Boost tea, so it helps to reduce tiredness and fatigue, and it's just like a nice little green tea to have with my breakfast. So I'm going to quickly make my oats. I'm going to have to eat this one-handed because Casper is crying, as you can hear. I'm not sure what's wrong with him. He doesn't cry very often, so he might need his nappy changing, but he's just been fed, so that's definitely not it. So it's now 5 to 11 and Casper is asleep in his sleepy head. So I'm just going to quickly do some jobs whilst he's obviously asleep. So I'm not having a shower yet because obviously I don't want to jump in the shower upstairs while he's asleep downstairs. I'm not really into that yet. I will happily go upstairs and do some jobs because I can obviously hear him, but I will not get in the shower. So that will be next nap time. So I'm quickly just going to take this washing up from yesterday. So this is Casper's washing. And we have so much to clean in this house, but we are currently looking for a new house and I've just kind of got a bit lazy. I just think, you know, like when you know that you don't want to live here anymore, and I just can't be bothered to clean. I'm not a big cleaner anyway, I'm not gonna lie. I did used to have a cleaner, but then obviously when I stopped working as much, we got rid of the cleaner. So I'm just gonna quickly fold away all these clothes of Casper's. There's a fly on the window. Oh, nice one. Why does that always happen? Get out. So yeah, I've been a bit lazy with housework really. Like downstairs is just a mess. And the spare room is still not finished because this used to kind of be my dressing room, and then the dressing room got moved into the spare room so that this was just Casper's room. And it's just not really finished because obviously I've had to like ram 2 rooms into 1 room, so we need some new furniture, but then I just think I can't be bothered. I literally must go on Rightmove and Zoopla 5 times a day and currently find absolutely nothing. So because obviously we're wanting to move, I'm just not in the mood to clean. Josh's obviously at work all day. He does clean the kitchen because he does the majority of the cooking, so the kitchen's not too bad, but he doesn't clean the kitchen floor. So I've got to do that, which is fine. I will do it today. But just everything else, like the bathroom, the vacuuming, the dusting, I'm just not in the mood to do it. I'm just like looking around the house and I just hate it, which sounds really ungrateful. But we've been here 4 years now and I'm just ready to find something else. Like the street that we live on is full of people that have lived here forever and they don't really like us. I just feel like we do not fit on this street. It's just not very us at all. Like there'd be no kids for Casper to play out with. Obviously we want something bigger, we want a garage. So I think we're actually going to put our house up for sale, because the whole like manifesting thing, if our house isn't for sale, why would a house crop up for us? So I'm fully believing that. So I think next week we might come and get someone to value the house. We did have it valued at Christmas, but obviously it needs revaluing. So that's exciting. So hopefully if we get the house up, then something might crop up for us. I just feel like there's nothing for sale. So yeah, this is just an average day in the life. I'm literally just folding Casper's washing and I'm going to pop it all away while he's still asleep. So getting jobs like this done is obviously a massive help when he's asleep. They say sleep when the baby sleeps. Absolutely not. This house would just be upside down if I did that. And because he sleeps quite well on a night, obviously I'm not really tired, and I do have like my hour or 2 where I just sit and watch TV and chill out, so that kind of like helps me anyway. So once I've done all Casper's washing, I'll go and make the bed and then take all his poo bags downstairs from the night and brush my teeth, which I haven't even done yet, which is disgusting. Go and get our washing because we've got some washing downstairs, try and put that away, and if he's still asleep then I might just have 5 minutes to myself. Okay, so it's been about an hour since I was putting Casper's washing away and he started to wake up. So our room is still a mess and it's now 12 o'clock, like literally bang on 12. He's still awake now, so I've fed him again and I've changed him and he's just in his bouncer. So I'm just quickly going to take the poo bags downstairs, which is my favourite task. I literally feel like these are like bags of dog poo because that's what I used to do. I used to pick up dog poo. And I'll just have to make the bed later when I go in the shower, which hopefully will be at some point because I think I'm going to meet my friend and her little boy, who is 12 days younger than Casper, and we have not seen each other since about the day before I was induced, I think. So that's like 5 weeks ago now. And I'm just going to wash up, I think, whilst this little guy is in his chair. We're not upset, are we, bud? No. Maybe we are. Okay. Maybe I'm not going to wash up. This is just life with a newborn. They kind of dictate your day. So, I mean, I've rang the sink. So that's a start. So we'll let it soak in more hot soapy water, and hopefully by the time I do come to washing it up, it'll be half washed anyway. So I'll go see what's wrong with him. He has been fed, and I've just changed his nappy. He's done a 4th pooey nappy of the day, which is good because he's been on Gaviscon for his reflux, and he hasn't really been pooing very well. So we cut his Gaviscon amount down, and he's done 4 really big explosive poos today. So I am one proud mum. So let's see what's up with you then, bud. What's up with you? You need a nap, don't you? Because you've only had an hour's one. That's very long for you. No. Do you just want cuddling? Do you just want to cuddle? Yeah. Unfortunately, I cannot wash up with one hand and a baby in the other. We've not tried that one yet, have we? No, we haven't. Why don't you watch a bit of Dancing Veggies? Yeah. It's 12 o'clock, Casper, and we're both not dressed. What's going on? Mesmerised. You see it now? All we need was a few dancing carrots. Oh, I do love you, Casper. You are so snuggly. So snuggly. Yes, you are. You gonna sneeze? Oh! Are we going again? No.
Oh, look. There's 5 of them.
Right, I'm just literally going to go wash up now that he's kind of chilled. So we'll just see how long that lasts and see if I can get it all. So according to the app that I have called Wonder Weeks, Casper is gonna go through his first leap tomorrow, and I can 100% tell he literally will not go to sleep today, and if he does, it's for like 10 minutes. He's very receptive to noise, and if I make any noise, he will just wake up. He's just wiggling around, and apparently the first leap is one of the hardest because they're getting to feel their actual body and the muscles, and obviously it feels really strange for them. So they'll either sleep more or sleep less, and they might feed more or feed less. I wouldn't say his feeding's really changed, but he definitely is just not resting at all. He's just like an agitated little caterpillar who is just wriggling around. So it's 1:45 and I've still not had a shower yet, and I haven't eaten anything since my breakfast this morning, but I just think it's going to be one of those days. But I need to go and try and get in the shower soon because we're going to go meet our friends, I think, buddy. But you're not bothered, are you? You're just wiggling about. He is so wiggly. Where are you going? Buddy, what are you doing? You're just a wriggle monster. Aren't you? Yeah. So I'm just having some lunch and it is now 1:30. I still haven't had a shower. He will not be put down, which is not like him at all, so I can tell that he's going through a leap. He just will not shut his eyes. And it's 1:30 and I bet he slept for about an hour and a half today, which is nothing compared to what he usually sleeps. So I've just made 2 tuna and spinach sandwich thins, and I've just got some peanuts on the side because I am honestly starving. And obviously because I'm exclusively breastfeeding, I need to try and get some calories down, mate. So that's why I've got peanuts on my plate. I wouldn't usually eat peanuts just in the day. So hopefully I can eat this and he might fall asleep and then I can get him down and get in the shower. But who knows? I don't even know if I'm going to be able to meet my friend because he's just been an absolute nightmare. Aren't you, kid? So we'll see what she's saying. If I can get myself in the shower, then it'll be fine. But I wanted to pump as well so that I could mix a bottle with Gaviscon because his sickness has come back quite bad and I don't want him to be sick in the car on the way to meeting her. So it just depends if I've got time to pump as well. So we'll have to see.
2 hours later.
So I've got us both out of the house. It is 3:20 and we have arrived in Upper Mill. So we are meeting my friend Erin and her little boy. So this is the first time I've driven since my C-section and it's like a half an hour journey. So I've held off feeding him so that he wasn't sick in the car because that is literally like my worst fear ever. And he's still asleep, so I knew that the car journey would send him to sleep and luckily it has, but he's probably going to wake up soon because the car is still now. So yeah, 3:20, finally had a shower, finally out of the house, so probably grab a nice coffee from somewhere and go on a walk, or we might sit down and get some food. I'm not actually quite sure. So it'll be nice for the babies to meet each other because we were pregnant at the same time. We were only a week apart from each other and they are now 12 days apart. So it's going to be really nice to see him and see them together, just see like how different they are or how similar they are. And then the house is still an absolute mess. It's literally disgraceful and I'm just not bothered anymore. Like tomorrow's Josh's day off and we've said that we'll probably go somewhere because we always go somewhere on a Wednesday, and I'm actually not bothered because I kind of just want to get the house clean, because if the house is still messy on Thursday and Friday it will stress me out and I've got quite a bit of work to do as well, so cleaning the house is my last priority. But yeah, we have a car mirror, I don't know if you can see, but the back of our car is blacked out, so I can't actually see him in the mirror unless I fully like turn my head like that, but even then I can't really see him either. So we stopped at a cafe for a nice iced coffee. The sun was shining and it was really, really lovely. I fed Casper his express bottle with the Gaviscon in and he was still hungry, so I also had to give him a breastfeed. And then after we'd had sort of 10-20 minutes just to settle them, we then walked around this beautiful canal. So I've just got home and I'm about to pop this cottage pie in the oven. So my friend kindly brought me some meals a few weeks ago and I put some in the freezer. So I've just got this cottage pie. It's classed as a small, but it looks pretty large to me. I don't think I'm going to be able to eat all this at all. It's 6:10 now and Josh doesn't get home till 7:30ish. So Casper is kind of asleep. I've obviously just carried him out of his car seat and he's probably going to need feeding now. So I'll try and feed him and then hopefully my tea will be ready and I'll be able to eat it without him being sick or moaning. So I took an express bottle of milk with me to Upper Mill and put a full sachet of Gaviscon in it because he's been pooing really well and he was still so sick. So I don't know if he might have a cow's milk allergy because he's starting to get really rashy around his chin and then he's got like a really weird rash on the back of his head as well. So the house is still a bit of a mess. There's some washing up to be put away, washing up to wash, which is all just Tupperware. The dishwasher probably needs loading or turning on. and I just feel like there's crap everywhere. There's poo bags here ready for the bin, all the green bin stuff. I'm just showing you like the reality of how things just get left. There's glasses all over the table. There's a misguided parcel. I still haven't put our washing away, so I did this washing on Sunday and it is now Tuesday and it's still here. So obviously this is just a realistic day in the life. Not every day is like this. Some days I'm a lot more organised. Some days I obviously don't leave the house. Some days I leave the house all day. Casper is now crying. He's not crying, he's just whinging. Are you hungry, little boy? Oh, look at that face. That's not a happy bunny, is it? No. He'll be hungry. So I'm going to feed Casper and then hopefully I can feed myself. So Casper has been very, very clingy today. He will not be put down, which is not like him at all. So this is how I'm eating my tea. I've literally just saved it up one-handed. And hopefully he will let me eat it all before he needs feeding. So it's now 7:30, I think. He probably will actually need feeding because he usually feeds around this time. But yeah, hopefully he will let me eat it all, but I'm not sure he's gonna do that. I've just put the washing away. Well, I haven't put it away, I've just folded it. Obviously I will need to take it upstairs and put it away, but that will probably get done tomorrow. Josh is home and Casper is asleep, which I'm not sure is a very good idea because it's like 8:10 and he will go into bed at like 9:30, 10, but anything goes. He hasn't really slept much today, so I'll let it go. I'm probably going to have to wake him up to feed him in like 10 minutes and then I'll obviously feed him before bed. And we're just now watching The Fall on Netflix. So this is the reality of the end of a day in the life of us. Sometimes it is clean, but mostly it looks like this down here. Just lapping the dining room table because he's enjoying looking at the lights on the ceiling. It's the first time I've ever done this before, but he's quite enjoying himself, so I'm just going to keep going out, bud.
Get your steps up, isn't it?
Yeah. Get our steps up for the day. And then I'm going in the baffies soon. 20 minutes. And we'll be having baffies. Yeah? You talking? So it's bedtime for Casper now, and what time is it? 9:30?
Casper for us all.
For us all, not just Casper. So what we usually do is Josh will entertain him / get him dressed while I go and brush my teeth, go to the toilet, take my makeup off if I've got any on. Then I will come in and feed him, and then Josh will obviously go and do the same. So hopefully he'll be asleep by like 10:30. We've just got these new lights that I ordered off Amazon, and someone told me that blue lights stimulate a baby's brain and not to use it, but it's too pretty not to, I'm afraid. I need to try and see if I can do it in red or another colour, but he quite likes it. So better go because he's obviously hungry and I need to go and sort myself out. So thank you for watching my day in the life. I hope you enjoyed it and it was as realistic as can be. And please subscribe to my YouTube channel and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye. Say bye, Casper. Yeah, bye.